Slick Bucher, the man to my left. If you're talking hoops, Slick better be in the building. Slick, starting with you because the wait is finally over.
Yeah.
Ant-Man, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Tonight, who do you trust more, Game 1 Western Conference Finals?
Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And as much as I want to see a long series and an exciting series, I'm worried about this first game, in part because of this matchup between the two stars. When I look at how Ant has played in Game 1s in particular and in the playoffs in general, I just don't know what I'm going to get. I might get 43 in Game 1 like I got against Denver last year. I might get 18 like I got against Denver 2 years ago. And when I look at how he's played against OKC during the course of this season, it's not good. 36%, average 22 points. That's about 5 points below his average. And meanwhile, Shai, all around, may have played his best basketball against Minnesota more than any other team in the West, shooting 55% from three-point range, averaging 35, 7 and 7. So when I look at all of that, and there's also, it feels like Ant needs to, he kind of works his way into a series. First couple games, it's a little rough. He's kind of figuring things out. And then he hits his stride 3-4, and then who knows what we're going to get at the end. And Shai, I think his last 3 games have been 30-point games. He feels like he's hit his stride. So with all of that, I put my money on that I'm going to get a great performance out of Shai first.
Yeah, I'm with you wholeheartedly. I think it's Shai. For a couple reasons, it's Slick. We mentioned off camera, we've talked about. Shai knows what he wants to do, and he knows how to do it, and he's committed to doing it more than I would suggest any player remaining in basketball. Shai knows I'm either going, if I'm driving left, I'm keeping the ball low, I'm going to drop a foul, draw a foul, I'm going to flop, and I'm going to get to the free throw line. If I'm right, I'm getting to the right mid-range, elbow and below, and I'm probably shooting a fadeaway to make sure my shot does not get blocked. Like, Shai knows what he wants to do. He knows how to do it, and he's committed to doing it more than any other player in basketball. It's not to say that Ant's not more talented or better, but I was thinking about it like this, Slick, Shady, James, it's almost like how I think about Denzel Washington and the roles he selects versus like a Will Smith. Denzel's going to get into his pocket. Denzel, man, on fire, I can see it. John Q, I can see it. Equalizer, I can see it. But wait a second, Will Smith, you did like After Earth, then you did I, Robot, then you did 7 Pounds, then you did A Pursuit of Happiness. What role are you playing? And Ant-Man, that's what I see when I see him at the court, is like, what role are you playing? I don't know if Ant knows how to get to his pocket as often as Shai knows how to get to his pocket. And sometimes you want to shoot 11 3-pointers, Game 5 versus the Lakers, and you go 0 for 11. Some games you want to shoot 3 3-pointers and you want to drive to the cup. Some games you want to beat the first man, then you want to shoot a pull-up fadeaway. Some games you want to beat the first man, you want to yam on the second man. What role are you playing? Is this iRobot? Is it Pursuit of Happiness? But Denzel, always in the pocket. Shai, to me, always, every game in the pocket. That's why I trust Shai, because he trusts himself, I believe, more than Ant.
Yeah, and I'm going with Shai, too, and obviously it's 2 special basketball players, but I'm going with Shai strictly just because the consistency. And we talking about during the regular season and into the playoffs now. He's just been consistent. You know exactly what you're going to do. I'll never forget, man, when I was in college, my coach was like, boy, you got way more talent than all these dudes. You mossing people, jumping over people, breaking tackles and all that, but you're going to be sitting right here next to me because I can't trust that you know what you're doing. We call this play, you M.A. You know what I'm saying? As good as you are. Look like Tarzan, look all that. But you don't know what you're doing. He said, then I get fired. I can't put you in the game. I don't know what Ant I'm getting. Just like you got, I do not know what Ant. I could get the Ant that was pushing against LeBron from the full court, ready to go get buckets. Or I can get this Ant that don't show up to the basketball game and he gonna give me 18, and I know that Shai consistently gonna give me 30 and make everybody around him better. So I'm gonna go with Shai in this one right here, even though Anthony Edwards probably gonna have something to say.
Shai as well, I'm sure. I should probably just take the break. Shai.
I'll go to break. You know, y'all say a lot of things.
Sweep.
You got to movies, right? You got to the future and the past, right?
The future and the past.
And you got a little bit of both for that, right? I'm going with faith. I'm going with Ant-Man. I don't know which I've been watching. I watched one team have a whole battle against the Nuggets. I guess that don't matter in basketball. You know, I think it does. Aaron Gordon just said, Lynn, I think that the NBA should change the rules a little bit and give these players some time, some break time, right? Because you get a better production. Well, Ant-Man been chilling a little bit. I've been watching. I've been resting, right? I've been working on my 3-ball. I've been working on my dunk. I've been working all that. I'm just going to do this, man. I think at the highest competitors that we've seen in the playoffs so far, Ant-Man's probably number 1 or number 2. And I think he's taking on this challenge. I think he knows if I'm going to beat this Thunder's team, I got to get ahead of it. I got to. And another thing is, I always feel like as players, going somewhere and failing and then getting back to that same spot, you don't fail as easy. That means he been here last year. This is my second go-around. Last year I lost to the Mavericks. Okay, I'm back here again. And I think a player over there is better than me. They asked, I think if Steve A asked me, say, hell, a lot going on. LeBron mentioned, the young stars are in great hands. Well, who is it? It's me, SGA, and Luka. How you feel about that? You know what he said? I love it, because I'm the best player. And one thing I know about Ant-Man,
he gonna have that confidence.
Every time he got to show out and show up, he always does. If you ask me for a year started last year, would they go to the Western Conference Finals? No, they did that. This year, would they? No, they did that. So y'all can go with the SGA if y'all want to, because the regular season, he was the MVP. He deserves that.
You know what?
Whole other level.
Because I didn't think there was a case to be made.
Me neither. He did make it.
And I still don't. Man, you made as much of one as you possibly could. Let me give you one more.
Wait. Before you go, real quick, I'll just say this real quick. No, this real quick. Tonight when they play, y'all won't be surprised if SGA's going off and Ant-Man say, yo, I got it.
Not at all. Of course not.
Okay.
Okay. That has nothing to do with the question.
Yeah, it do. Yes, it does. I'm going to go to it later. Go ahead, Slick. Go ahead now.
Yeah, it would mean that SGA is going off, though, right? Which is what we're predicting.
All right.
No, here's the other predictor for past being future is it was good, Shay. Take your flowers.
All right, now.
Is the fact that I look, to your point, Denver gave OKC a fight.
Yes, they did.
They just came off of Game 7. They know they're in the playoffs. I just get the sense that the T-Wolves, because they had 2 gentlemen sweeps, are of the mind that they are playing great basketball. And we talked about this off air.
That's a good point, too, though.
Like, they're playing 38, 39 minutes of quality basketball. And then there's 9 minutes where you go, do you guys know you're in a playoff game? This ain't an exhibition.
Yeah.
And that worries me because OKC couldn't take their foot off the pedal against Denver.
Can we talk about that for a moment? If y'all remember the end of the T-Wolves Warriors Game 5, T-Wolves, it's over. Finish it. But the game, I couldn't turn the game off because the Warriors kept coming back with no one out there.
Yeah.
I mean, Pajemski were keeping them in the game. Gary Payton Jr. was trying to keep them in the game. Buddy Hield was trying to keep them in the game. Draymond Green is hitting top of the key threes, trying to keep them in the game. Against the Denver Nuggets, the Thunder didn't have that luxury.
Right.
They would have lost. Thunder had to play literally, like you said, every single minute of meaningful basketball. T-Wolves were playing with their food and got away with it. There's a world where that gets them.
And not only that, if they do that, they're going to get smoked.
Yeah.
Because OKC goes on runs and they score 30 in 7 minutes. They are going to, especially in OKC, they are going to get smoked. If they don't play the whole game, they're going to lose this series. It's going to be a gentleman's sweep if they don't play.
What up, YouTube family? Welcome to the facility. Thanks for watching, and you better be sure to hit that subscribe button if you want to get more highlights from the show and all of our exclusive content.